what is the best flavor of a sandwich? Is it really BLT?
I don't know. I don't eat sandwiches.
Anyway, hey everyone, this is Micoy and welcome to the first video of the BLT IX podcast. And this time, joining me this time is the returning...
PokeArt2004?
Yeah!
Never mind, continue.
Anyway, it's been a while since we've actually done a video together. The last video was what, TLT? And I've been doing Tours Plaza Classic by myself. So, we decided...
Because I don't care about TPC.
I do, because I'm RO. Anyway, today we're just going to be ranking the qualifiers from Cycle 1. There are 67 qualifiers from Cycle 1. Wow.
That's a lot of qualifiers.
That's
Wow.
That's a lot of people who risk their lives protecting their 30 points.
You were all like, oh, there's no way we're gonna, like, go beyond 55 at this rate.
They did win Plus Ultra, though. Anyway.
No, I think it's actually called a lot more people trying once a lot of people got, like, 30, then that opened more opportunity for a lot more people to qual later in the cycle.
Yeah, especially, and then you can just get guaranteed if you really want to make yourself feel drafted. You'll go for top 8 in a later cycle.
Yeah.
All right, so we have now devised a tier list ranking all the 67 qualifiers. And what is our criteria here? It's not just gonna be like past BLT experience. It's not just going to be past Smogon history, but I do want to point out that we have a new thing that's just been recently added, and I wanted to show this off to you guys. So I can actually check stats on on our qualifiers to make sure how many points they decided to go for it. How many points did they earn in these tiers, and it'll be a good mix of, like, we can fairly judge based on what their preferred tier is.
And it's not just him who can check it. You can all check it.
Yeah.
He's not special.
Anyway, let's get on to the ranking, shall we?
Wait. No, before we start, I have one thing to say. Just one thing to say.
What is it?
Okay,
Hey, we're gonna get copy strike. We're gonna get copy strike by this. Stop. Anyway, okay. So after that, we are surely gonna get demonetized by this point. Let's begin, shall we? Anyway,
like the rules for me.
Wow, okay. Anyway, let's begin. First off, we have Ace Hunter 1. If you want to pull up this...
Wow, are we starting... Are we doing this in alphabetical order or something?
Yeah, I listed this as alphabetical order.
And why is... I don't know, this doesn't seem very alphabetical in some places.
Blame, I think it's my file size when I put this together. Anyway, okay. So, first up we have Ace Hunter 1. This person, this is their first time competing in BLT. Just for one thing.
Okay.
He's done pretty well. I mean, he's got 11 points in LC. A lot of points in NU and doubles.
This guy's literally, very well known for LC, yes.
Yes, that's a thing I would like to point out. Is Ace Hunter actually is an LC main. We haven't got a lot of LC mains on here, but Ace Hunter is proving to be quite the standout. He's also done a lot of LC tours on Smogon. So where would you like to put Ace Hunter 1?
Either A or B.
Okay.
I'm not really sure regarding his playing skill in other tiers. But guy's very good in LC. I know that.
Yeah, if you want an LC main that is very reliable and very can win games for you, I think Ace Hunter is definitely one of those players. So I think
I think you're hyping him a little too much. This is like a first timer in BLT.
Hey, I'm also like giving tips for the managers, you know, because some of them are just first timers. So, you know, it's also a good way for them to know, right? Anyway, Ace Hunter 1. I think we're gonna do B tier. I personally think it's a B tier. Not the best player, but definitely someone you could pick up and play LC.
Okay, too bad we couldn't put him in A tier because
well, A.
He's an ace.
A. Anyway, next up, actually. Actuarily.
Yeah.
Okay, so where is his name here?
What are you? I can't see what you're doing. So
No, I'm searching Actuarly's stats in the thing I sent you. Anyway,
let's see. He has no base attack.
What? We're not DTing actually. If he was a Pokemon, then yeah, I would totally search his stats. Anyway, actually, 17 points in doubles, a 56% ratio in doubles. And also some RU. You got a bit of RU, but the main tier is definitely doubles. What do you think? So what do you think? What do you think? What's his tier?
Doubles.
Anyway,
this dude carried the doubles support during TPP.
Definitely, yeah.
Seen this guy play some doubles before. He's very good.
He's
definitely someone you would pay a fair amount of pretend money for.
Yeah, I could see him going. I could see him going for 9K at most. I would say not, and that's
most.
Well, actually no, at least. Oh, actually, I got my adjectives backwards. At least a 9K.
Wow.
Anyway, I think this is a perfect. I think this is a perfect A rank for me. The doubles pool is really stacked this year, and I fear that some of these doubles players are.
So I guess despite me being actually good at doubles, once again, good. Like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I might be better at doubles than I am at NU, and.
It's a stacked pool.
Unfortunately, there's just too many goated doubles players
out there. We'll get to the doubles goats when we get to them. But for now, I think he's gonna be lost in the shuffle.
We were just talking about a doubles goat.
Well,
we
one of
got
them.
to a doubles goat.
One of them. We'll get to the others.
Where are we ranking this guy, anyways?
I think I already told you. I put them in A rank.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever really seen him play singles, so like.
But in doubles, like, I think the way this works is actually plays too good in doubles to really be carrying enough for the other tiers.
I don't know. I was gonna say B rank, cause like he's pretty damn good in doubles, but like.
There's better people out there.
I think so. I think he's not the greatest. He's pretty damn good, though.
Okay, that's fair. I still put him in A.
But I don't know if he's really all that good in much else.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I just don't quite know.
Okay. Alright, next up we have Fenix, aka Attribute. 21st in the cycle. Definitely tried his best in terms of the qualing. 25 points gained from Monotype.
Jesus, I don't think we even need to say what he means.
Yeah, but he's done like a fair amount of OU, and he's gotten 15 points off of it. And of course, the rest are Ubers, UU, and PU, but that's besides the point. This guy is a mono main through and through.
Yes,
And-
very much always plays mono.
And I think he's competed in the past BLTs, so he's definitely experienced in this.
He has.
He's definitely
I can attest
experienced.
to that.
He's definitely
An attribute
experienced.
to my own team.
Yeah.
1 year.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah, he was a Zam Slam with you.
We did not slam.
Ah. But I will say, attribute I think has gotten way better from that past BLT. I think mono.
He wasn't holding us down. He was one of the few people actually carrying us, I think.
Well, that's good.
One of those people who, actually didn't have 0 wins.
That's great, and that's a great statistic that attribute can have, holding up against the other players in terms of this BLT. So he's definitely a good player.
He's a good player. Please, I feel like you're talking him down a little.
All right, where do you want to put him? I'm thinking S or A. What do you think?
A.
A rank. A rank.
A rank.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. There's definitely a lot of mono mains here, so we'll get to them. But attribute is one. Attribute's definitely one of the more forefront players in monotype. Definitely something you have your payday for. Next up, Avarice. Oh boy, this
The lower tier guy.
lower tiers main. Does he still main PU? I think he does.
To some extent, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I have no idea.
Taking a look at his stats, Avarice definitely is a PU man through and through. Definitely earning his keep, earning 11 points in PU. Also, 9 points in doubles. Very surprising.
What now?
Yeah, he's earned 9
Since
points
when
out of the
did-
third. I guess he was. I guess he was picked teams basically. He was given teams and did well.
Hey, I guess he's multi-talented.
Yeah, and of course the other tiers he played
I don't
are.
think that will matter, though. I mean, like, no one's gonna make the guy play doubles.
No,
surely.
hell no. But to save yourself the keep and don't put Avarice in doubles. But for the
You
other,
see, that's where you actually go and put him in doubles. That's why I'm
Lol.
saying surely.
hey, PokeArt, we might be teaming with these people, so we better be careful in what we say. All right. The rest of the tiers he played in NU, did fairly well in them, getting some points there. We have teamed with Avarice before. In TPP, I picked him. Didn't really use him well.
Yeah.
I didn't. I felt ashamed because Avarice is a good player, and I just never really got to use him well in in best of 3 OU. We did team him again for the Celesteelas last year. Again, yeah, all right performance there. Definitely helped Splash with a lot of the building, I will say. So where do you want to put Avarice in this BLT?
Well, what do you say? A tier?
Ooh, judging by his past performances, yeah, he's still a pretty good player, but against some of these other folks, I can't bring myself to put him in A tier. I think B tier would be probably the most generous I will give Avarice for.
Generous? Whoa.
I can't give it
disdain?
No, not so much disdain as like
Disappointment?
a bit. No, not really. Maybe it's hard. It's really difficult to talk about that. But he's still a pretty good player, I will say, and he's gonna go for a pretty good sum in the draft. But definitely treat him better more than me, is what I was gonna say.
Well then.
Alright, so B tier it is. Next up, Excelsior. Guy's been around for a long while.
Put him in like B or C tier.
Ooh.
He's rusty.
He is rusty. Even putting at the
He
stats.
said so himself several times.
Even looking at his stats, they're not bad, but definitely a lot more varied than most other players who definitely have a main.
Yeah, now that goes to show, he probably did a lot of tours.
He did.
Just basically trying to get points from, like, anything he could.
Mm-hmm. But, like...
And, he doesn't really resettled into any main yet.
Yeah, and even LC...
I don't know if it's safe to call him a reliable LC or anything GOAT at the moment.
Yeah, even his strongest...
He's rusty.
Even his strongest tier is LC and UU. He's not as good as he used to be, unfortunately, so...
Yeah, like I said, because he's rusty.
Yeah. C tier. Definitely put him in C tier. He's not bad. He's definitely not bad. He can still kick my ass, but...
Axel, no offense.
Yeah.
We just know you're rusty. This is us ranking your rustiness.
Yeah. Also, don't take our...
rustiness.
Also, this is just our personal opinion, so take this with a pinch of salt, okay? Who knows? Maybe he'll go 7-0 again in LC. We'll see. Next up, our favorite person in the world, Balor.
Oh yeah, a lot of people's favorites actually.
Yeah. Despite being an OU main, he never got an OU point.
Is that really surprising? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's rusty too.
He is. He is though. He is. A lot of.
I want to say maybe he's B tier.
B for Balor. Yeah.
Or C for Rusty.
Lol.
C isn't for Rusty, but like...
Crusty.
No, wait, C for Crusty.
Crusty. That's fair. I would also put him in B tier, to be honest. Like,
okay, we're putting him in the Balor tier?
In the Balor tier. I got a lot of flack for, putting Balor over Excelsior in the TLT video, so... Yep, it's the same story here, unfortunately.
Excelsior below the Balor.
Yeah. Next up, we have Drizzle. Another old...
We're still not gonna ban it. We like rain.
Screw you, Pelipper.
Singing in the rain.
Screw you, Pelipper. Alright, Drizzle. 64. 64th through Quald. Played a lot of RU. Played a lot of LC. Played a lot of Ubers. So... Another...
Pretty sure he just wants to play monotype, though.
Again, even despite not getting a single mono point.
I mean, look at the sign-ups. He's like, what I want to play? Mono.
Just mono. Just mono.
But also, like, LC and OU. But not.
Yes. Thank you for sounding like...
tiny text.
Thank you for sounding like an anime character based off of it. Anyway, Drizzle, definitely another experienced main, mono main. He's been competing in BLT for a while now. 2 years, I think.
Yeah, how is he these days in terms of playing wise?
When I saw him in the room tours, he's decent. Not really the best.
Does he seem rusty?
I guess. I've beaten him once in Ubers. I think. But I think I will put him in the same rank as Excelsior. I think both these players are...
he's crusty.
He's, well, yeah, he's still trying to get back into the
rain
games.
rusted him.
Yeah, the rain rusted him. He's steel, but now he's rust. Anyway, so yeah, I will put them in the same level as Excelsior.
Rained on, he got rusted, and that's why he wants Drizzle to be banned.
Hey, water pun. See? I'm not
feel like that one was needed.
No.
But we got it anyways.
No. Alright, that's it for Driz. Next is Chaitanya. Next up is Chaitanya.
Hey, that guy.
Yeah, that mono guy. That again.
That other mono guy. And that other mono guy. Look at all those mono guys.
Alright, Chait's been around. Well, credit to Chait. He's been around for a while.
Mono.
He's been around for a while. He's only gotten 10 points in monotype. He's got points also in UU, RU, and NU. We're just highlighting...
You say only 10 points in monotype, but like... That's still pretty telling.
Yeah, that's pretty. You see what his true main is. Also, we're just counting the BLT tiers, just so you know. We're only counting the BLT tiers on our criterion.
I know. I know.
So, Chait. Been around for a while. Definitely has done well in the past. How does he compare with the rest of the monomains?
Isn't he up there with one of the better ones?
You think?
Isn't he supposed to be quite good?
He is. He is quite good. Don't get me wrong. He's still quite good.
These days, though.
These days, I think his performance has gotten lower, but not by much.
Okay, B rank it is.
B rank, yeah, B rank. Same opinions here.
So he's not rusty.
He's meh. He's meh. Meh type. Next up.
D is considered meh?
Well, B and C. C is meh, B is upper meh.
Okay.
Alright.
I feel that's an understatement considering who we're putting in here. We have Avarice.
Wow, okay. We're not holding back in this. We're not holding back in our tier list. Next up, the Cheesin' one, or Tamaki Kanazuki, aka I want Thiago to sit on me.
I was about to say it. I'm glad you said it.
I had to say it because I don't want you to say it. Cheese has been around for a good long while as well. 22 points in doubles, 11 points in UU, and only competed in NU and Ubers from there on that. But Cheesin' one, definitely a good player.
I want to say A rank.
I also want to say A rank. Like he's definitely up there with some of the better doubles mains, and especially like now. He's
a doubles main that can play singles pretty well as well.
And I don't feel like he's lost a step. I mean, seeing him in room tours, like he can still like put on, like, give high quality matches and high quality performances. His skill level remains the same.
High quality.
So yeah.
With the utmost strategic plays.
Hey, we're gonna be also critical of the matches as well. We're just gonna use that same tone. All right. Next up, we have Unzips Kroger.
Who?
That's the first who moment that we have, but yeah, I don't know either.
I don't think we'll actually have a lot more who moments.
Yes, yeah, especially in the coming cycles. When we do proper research. Kroger got a lot of points in UU, and the others are basically window dressing. So yeah, UU...
What? Window dressing?
Or condiments, like extras, you know?
Condiments on a window?
And never mind. Bad metaphors aside.
This is not an expression I'm familiar with, if it is one.
Move anyway. I'll tell you about it later. Unzips Kroger, UU main. Definitely, like, he's not bad, but I wouldn't call him that good.
I really don't know anything about this guy, so I'm.
Do you want to put him? I have a
tier.
don't know tier if you want to put him there.
Well, if you know, then...
Well, no, this is just me, like, seeing him play in room tours, you know? Like...
Have you not looked him up at all?
No. I don't think his Smogon is that plentiful, honestly. So,
based on his performances in room tours,
like I said, he's decent, but not that good. Like, I haven't seen him having standout performances. And I think he's gonna go...
So is he like the kind of tours reg that, like, plays the tours? They clearly know how to play, but they just use the samples, and they don't do anything over the top, like, ever.
I would say so, yeah. So
Plenty of people like that.
I will put him in D tier. But what about you?
I don't think I can judge, so I just won't comment on whatever tier he is.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
D is the dusty tier.
Oh, hey.
We have crusty, we have dusty. I don't know what F is yet.
Effin'
Maybe
rusty.
Maybe it's frosty.
No, effin' rusty.
Frixel. Oh wait, Frixel didn't qualify.
Hi, Frost Pixel. Anyway, Crucify is next. I'm
I
Crucified.
don't really know this guy.
Well,
I know you said he's like a big name, but I'm not really familiar with
he's
a lot of smoking people.
same
Okay.
here. Like, I even tried to look him up on the on Smogon. I really don't know how
It's
this
very
guy's playing.
menacing. The name is very menacing, so like,
Yeah.
I'd believe it if he said he's good.
Same here. Like, I would also believe that if he says it's good, then you won't turn a blind eye on him, basically. What's his
Yeah, but what I want to know is if he's good or
What's
not.
his alt? Is it this? Is it Nardowick? I think it is. I think it might be. If he is, it's
Pretty sure it's Nardowick, yeah. I got the thing pulled up if you need that real quick.
Sure. So, Nardowick.
Wait, no, Plunder is Nardowick.
Oh, duh. Oh.
Soaring Mind is Crucified.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright. Soaring Mind. Ubers, 11 points. The rest, 8 points, 6 points, and 3 points in PU.
So an oops player? Question mark.
I can't really make an opinion, but if people say he's good, then I would be willing to believe it. Same with Plunder, but that's a story for another time. A or B?
I wouldn't know. I was hoping you researched these guys a little more.
Well, I did, and all I see is a lot of smoke on big tours. So he's definitely like a big tours. Like he only competes for the big tours, like OST, like OST and the like.
Those are the things that have money.
Money, yeah. Let's put him in B, and we'll let's put him in B, and then if he ends up surprising us, then we'll definitely comment on in the video. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry if we're ranking you too low.
Yeah.
Possibly we're just not totally familiar.
Mhm. Don't worry.
Oh,
End up surprising.
I guess he wants to play OU.
I guess. Well, he's definitely earned his keep.
I don't know what he plays.
Anyway, next up we have Crunchman. Now this is a guy this is a guy who's definitely
everyone's favorite man.
This is a guy who's
Well,
definitely
not everyone's, but
definitely a guy who made a huge impact in the past year. Look at that. Look at those stats, man. 31 in LC, 28 in doubles. So we're putting him in LC. Also competed in a lot of
Crunchman versus Serene Grace. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, boy. Wait. You never know. Alright, Crunchman. How fairly do we want to judge Crunchman? Like, we've definitely teamed with him before. He's good. He's good in double. He went neutral last year, which so Crunchman definitely definitely a standout player last year. Went neutral last year. Very incredible performance there. So how does he fare in doubles? I think he's gonna go the same way. Like, not really good, not really bad, just neutral.
Well, I guess that's fair.
Mm.
I don't know. Depends. Wait, no, it doesn't depend. I think most of our top doubles guys qual this cycle, actually.
Yes, yeah, a lot of them. A lot of them, more likely. I think I want to put him in B tier. What do you think?
Wait, what tier did you just...
B. Not
E? What?
B.
B? Are you saying B?
Do you think he's good? Do you think he's B tier, or do you want me to put him higher? Or do you think he's higher?
Like last time he was in a tier list of ours, we put him in A.
Oh. Actually, yeah, that might be true. So I think we're gonna put him the same way and go for A.
Feels a little weird putting Crunchman over people like Avarice, Valor, and Shaitanya, but...
From what we've seen,
I mean,
the guy
he's
is...
not... Crunch is pretty good sometimes.
Sometimes. Not all, especially in doubles, but not all singles tiers, but definitely he knows his...
He does pretty well in some singles.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like, if I saw Crunchman was my next opponent in a room tour, I'd be like, oh
no. That's the same intimidation factor that Crunchman has built over the years, so definitely a standout A tier.
Yes, over the 1 or 2 years he's been with us.
Next up, door money.
Just leave the money right by the door.
Same.
Alright, now go.
This guy's definitely an LC main through and through. Earned 41 points in LC, 25 points in monotype, doubles, UU, Gen 8 OU, Gen 8 RU, Ubers. So he's definitely, like, experienced most of the tiers.
Seems that way. Does the Smokin' say the same?
The real hacker killer? I don't think he has much... Does he have a lot of... Smogon thing? Alright, we'll be right back. So we just rechecked his Smogon, and he's competed in, again, some of the bigger tours like Official Ladder Tournament and SMOU Global Championship. And this is his first foray into BLT. Definitely a money...
I guess... I guess he likes OU.
Definitely a money player. So... I could see him doing well in some tier. Maybe LC actually, but is he better than most guys? I would say pretty so and so. I faced him earlier today in LC, and I even though I gave him a run, like, from the way I see him play, he's definitely a much more, quote-unquote standard.
Okay, so are we putting him in, like, C?
You read my mind.
Or D?
No, you read my mind perfectly, PokeArt. I think he's a C tier. So... interesting. It'll be interesting to see how he does in LC.
I guess D isn't the door tier.
Yeah.
It's still the dusty tier for now.
The dusty.
Because no one's in there. It's just gathering dust.
Speaking of D-letter words, next up, Drizzle. Bars and melodies.
So, like, I'm thinking A tier for this.
Really? I'm thinking S.
Whoa.
I think Drizzle has definitely upped his game after last year, and when we teamed with...
What? True.
He's definitely improved over most years, and I think especially when we teamed back in TPP, if you remember, we teamed with Drizzle, and he's actually pretty good. So
He can be quite good, yes.
So yeah, I think this is the first S tier player that we have. I think he's gonna do really well in BLT. He's definitely gonna go for a lot, I will say. Like...
Yeah, like at least 3K.
No! 3K? Add an extra 0!
That's true.
Add an extra 0! 30K. Okay, 3K.
He'll go for at least 3K. What I'm saying is the truth.
I mean, you're right. I mean, you're technically right, but Dugza.
No, I'm just right. That's right, regardless.
3K Dugza. Steel ass frick.
I said at least 3K, Micoy.
Alright. So yeah, Dugza clearly an S tier player. Can't wait to see how he does.
Yeah, never mind.
Next up.
Couldn't think of anything to say about bars and melodies. Couldn't think of anything clever to say about that.
Oh well. Next up, we have Fuzon, one of the standout players from TLT.
A tier?
A tier, huh? Okay, why do you think he's A tier? Here's a stat.
Guy is very diverse in what he plays.
Mm-hmm. Very evident in terms
Guy
of the.
Can play everything pretty decently.
Yeah, NU being the most monotype, LC, UU, RU, UU. Definitely, if you want to go someone who's more well-rounded.
A or B.
Definitely, if you want to go someone who's more well-rounded, I think Fuzon definitely perfectly fits that role of being the all-arounder.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
Unfortunately, means he'd probably be a good sub.
Oh boy, managers! If you put Fuzon a sub,
I think typically it's better to have all-arounders be the subs.
I guess that makes sense. So I'm thinking. I'm thinking B tier. Yeah, I think B tier is a safer option. We don't want to. I don't want to give him again. I don't want to give him too hype and calling him an A, but yeah, B is perfectly.
Like he does. I think he does kind of deserve an A, but you're right. It does feel a little weird putting him over people like Avarice, Balor, and Shade.
Yeah. So yeah, Fuzon, perfect B tier candidate here. Next up, Failbird21, aka Mr. Cycle Grinder.
Well, I guess F isn't the fail tier either.
Oh, lol.
We don't
Do
know
we
what,
see him as an F tier player? No. Okay. Failbird plays a lot. He plays Ubers and RU. Stall is definitely his
Stall all day, every day.
Every day. It's like that weird commercial.
And I say all day because that's just how long it takes, because it's stall.
300 turns at
stall
most.
All day, every day.
I feel like his average is at least 300 turns per battle. So, Failbird.
Nah. make it more like 500.
Oof. Failbird, we've seen Failbird before in TLT and did relatively okay. So he's definitely a good sub, but in terms of the
B tier it is.
In terms of the landscape of how good some of these players are, yeah. Wait, B tier? Did you say B tier?
Yes.
I'm thinking C. I think him.
Whoa, that seems low.
You think it's pretty low? Because that's my perception. It's like he's all right as a stall player, but in terms of the others, I think some of these players might be able to break through that stall. And
I guess you're basically saying he's probably on par with a B tier player in terms of playing skill.
I guess that makes much more sense. So yeah,
I probably would have still given him B, but that does make a pretty compelling argument.
Alright, so who knows? Maybe he'll impress us in BLT. Especially in Uber's NPU, his mains. Next up we have...
Ubers?
Well, he didn't earn a lot of points in Ubers. Yeah, 25.
Ah,
Anyway, next up, Fan Game 10, Crunchman's best friend.
really?
I don't know. I'm just from what I've seen in the chat.
Okay,
Fan
so
Game
like,
10.
let's see, B or C?
Okay,
Maybe B.
we would like to comment on Fan Game's performance. Like, the guy's good at doubles, and it's pretty self-evident when you consider 47 of his 53 points came from doubles.
Yeah, I faced the guy in doubles.
A lot. I've seen you guys play a lot in doubles.
Yeah.
He's good.
He's actually been the reason he's actually been the reason I don't get points in doubles sometimes. I think.
He's pretty. He could be the biggest wild card going into BLT. In terms of the doubles pool, I mean. Like, he has that. He has that unmarked potential that I think most of the managers may be skipping on, but hopefully not. I hope all the managers did their research. So, I'm thinking more like a B for Fan Game.
It feels a little weird to put him in there, because, like...
You think?
I don't know if he's really top of the top when it comes to doubles. Like, I acknowledge he is good. He is good at doubles, yes, but
Yeah.
I just think, generally...
Actuarially?
And Crunchman, maybe some others. I feel like he's not quite at that level when it comes to doubles. I could be wrong. I haven't seen that much of him. I've just seen him in room tours and battled against him in room tours. I haven't really seen him be a smokin'.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair.
So, like, I'm not sure how much I feel, how I feel about putting him in B. I'm a little indecisive about this, so,
okay.
But, I mean, you decide.
Okay. Next up, FC. S.
Oh, FC.
FC.
One of the few,
just put
one of those few Ubers mains in here who's gonna sell for a lot.
Just put him in S tier, man. Just put him in S tier. He's that good.
I'm putting him in the S tier.
He's
not
he's
the
dangerous.
FC tier.
He's dangerous in Ubers. Have you like his performance, especially in TPP? He has a really good record in TPP. So yeah, if you ever get FC, and he's gonna go for a lot, like 20k at least. So this guy
only 20k.
Is 20k even a steal for guys like FC? Oh boy.
20k is a steal for FC.
Damn.
The Uber school is limited.
FC's gonna.
You don't have a lot of big shots in Ubers, because, like, there isn't a lot of people who actually like that.
Definitely. And FC is gonna tear through that pool.
I am guilty of not liking that tier myself.
I mean, but when you're as goated as FC is in Ubers, like, you don't really say that. Anyway, FC.
I don't know. Even some Ubers goats probably hate Ubers.
Haven't we seen that a lot in the chat? Anyway.
You know who I'm talking about.
I know. Next up, Fragments. Let's see his stats, shall we?
Okay, what does he play anyways?
Aside from Rands, which, is a given, Frags has played almost any ability.
Now that is incredible. That is incredibly useful knowledge.
That is a meme. That is a meme that almost any ability got over things like NU, PU, and OU. But yeah, he's decent. I have teamed with Fragments before, and he in Rands, he's pretty good. But in terms of singles tiers, I think he's all right. Like, he's not bad by any means, but not top of the line player. You know what I mean?
Okay, where are we playing him? B or C?
C. I think C. I think he's not at that level of B. I don't think he's not at that level, but
he's not at the level of Belor.
Oh.
Because we're going to use Belor as the B tier example because it is the Belor tier.
I mean, you even commented that Belor is good, so I don't know.
Belor is good.
Yeah,
He's not my favorite person, but I admit he's good.
He is good.
Although sometimes he's not good.
All right. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But yeah, Fragments, definitely an experienced player. Definitely can pull off some pretty good upsets. I think he's gonna be excellent.
Yeah, sometimes.
I think he's gonna be excellent. Next up, G of
Really?
next up is a G of 97. Where do we want to put Geov? Like, she's playing a lot. She's playing decently, I think. I
feel she suddenly had a somewhat drastic improvement recently.
Do you think so? I haven't really been checking Showdown all that much.
Okay, maybe drastic isn't the right word, but I think she improved a little recently.
Okay,
she got the points to qual really quickly within the last few days of the cycle.
Well, yeah, like I've been saying, 30 points is not like hard to get. It's just that the level of players is what keeps you from getting that easy achievement.
Yeah, but she got like really fast.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's a good comment.
Really late in the cycle.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
Like, I hadn't qualled yet, and the cycle was nearing its end. There was a few days left. And she's like, oh, I have 26 points now. I'm like, when did you get those 26 points? Apparently she got them mostly in one day.
Wow, alright. Maybe she had a lucky break there that day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, so where do we want to put Geo?
What do you think? We're both very familiar with Geo.
Yeah, definitely competed in a lot of tours. First BLT was last year, but definitely like more on the Plaza side. But very impressive that she made it this far.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to qual. She didn't seem like she. I don't know. She didn't seem like she was going to.
Would it?
Attitude-wise, not skill-wise, attitude-wise. She didn't seem like she really had it in her mentally to just do it. If you know what I mean.
I see what you mean. So where do you want to put her? C or D?
Oof, D was an option.
That's where I see Geovin, for now. Like, she's not F. She's definitely not F, but.
Oh, you'd have to be bad to be an F.
You'd be a horrible person if you put her in F. So
I'm not putting her in F.
Yeah, I'm thinking comparing to these other players, like, I think she may tend to overpredict a bit when it comes to, especially in a big tour such as this. So
I'm a little guilty of that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm thinking D, but that's like a fair. I think that's the most fair assumption I can give Geo.
Like high D?
Yeah, like a high D. Like, she's not awful, but you know, there is a ceiling.
She could be better, is what you're saying?
Yeah, there is a ceiling above her, and you know, if she
has to break through the ceiling.
Yeah.
With a drill.
No, we're not referencing. Next up, GXE S.
Oh, yes, another S tier.
Widely regarded as the best tournament player of all time, in my opinion.
I don't know, I feel like there's a few people who could take that title, but I mean, GXE is still one of them.
Yeah, GXE is still one of them. I forgot. I didn't even realize that he qualified the cycle, honestly.
Yeah, he kept a pretty low profile.
Yeah. But, you know, he's done pretty well in the cycle. 11 points in PU, UU, RU, Ubers. Even did doubles a bit and got 2 points off of it. Very nice. But yeah, comparatively speaking, GXE's got to be, like, top of the line game. Like, his performances in past BLTs and past TLTs and past TPP, like, the guy can play real well.
Like, even if he gets rusty, that's just GXE but rusty. It's still GXE.
That's just GXE trolling. GXE's still really goddamn good.
You're saying he's incapable of being rusty, and if he is rusty, he's trolling.
Yep. I would say.
Wow, we're putting him on a pedestal here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he deserves it. He deserves it at this point, you know. Anyway,
we just put another pedestal under that pedestal.
And that's exactly what the S tier is it for. Next up, Halaman95. Definitely a presence last cycle.
I think I know exactly where he goes.
Really?
You see, he and Gia both have a 90-something at the end of their name.
Ooh. Are you... Oh, okay. Let's take a look at his stats. Like, NU, RU, LC, OU, Monotype, UU. Oh, he's played every singles tier except Ubers and doubles. Interesting.
Why do people hate doubles? It's literally just Pokemon, but you have 2 Pokemon on the field at once instead of 1.
You tell me why. But Halaman, I've definitely teamed with him before. We were co-champions with the Swamperts. But yeah, I think his performance is still relatively the same as compared to that BLT. So I think I'm gonna put him in, sure, D tier.
Yeah, I had made up my mind as soon as I saw his name. I'm sorry, Halaman.
Alright, I'm sorry, Halaman. I think you're decent. I think you're decent in terms of room tours. But compared to
I mean, look at who we have in C tier. I think D isn't totally bad.
Yeah, you're upper D.
I mean, I think we're kind of ranking a lot of actually pretty good players low.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's what I've been noticing.
EDLOL's been a goat in the past. Excelsior has also been really freaking good in the past.
Alright. Next up, one of the newest players who just came here for the money, HJKHJ.
You say new, but hasn't this guy been around for years according to Smogan?
Well, I'm saying new as new in the Tours Room community. Yes, he's been around since 2016.
Yeah.
But I think he's mostly a Smogon player who just looked at the $2,000 offered by Tim and said, money, let's go. Okay, so.
Okay, where are we putting him?
Ooh, that's hard.
A or B?
Oh, that's hard. Yeah, I was thinking A or B as well. You know what? I think. I'm thinking A. A low A. He's definitely...
A-.
A-. He's definitely good. He's definitely got that skill that I've been looking for in so many Tours players. He's...
Wow, that was really dramatic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just exactly how I feel, man. And HJKHJ, it definitely has...
Just call him high jump, kick, high jump or something.
High jump. I mean, that is the abbreviation, but yeah, HJK is definitely a player to watch. I could see him going for at least 10K.
Maybe, yeah.
Next up, Big Kev, mono leader. Sorry.
Yes, the one who attribute said.
Say hi to YouTube.
That still haunts me a little. Cause
Yeah, leave your thoughts
didn't
down
know
in the
who hell I
comments.
was battling at the time.
Yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments. Is Kev a YouTuber?
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
Where do we want to put him? S tier? Or is it?
I don't know.
Oh, are you gonna put him in the don't know tier? Let's do. No.
I don't think he's bad, but I don't really have extensive knowledge.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I saw that, and I think.
What do you think?
Ooh, this is hard. I think I'm gonna go with A. I think A is respectable for a guy like Kev. Like, he's definitely like got that spirit of how to play Monotype very well. He's definitely got that, and being the mono leader definitely earns you some points. You know.
Oh yeah, right. He's another mono main.
Gee, it's like the it's
No,
like this
he's
cycle.
the leader of the mono mains. He's leading the mono main invasion. Oh no, wait, Decem's here too somewhere.
Yeah, Kiss in the Rain. Actually, we say mono main, but he got more points in Ubers. He actually doubled his points from mono type.
And the one time I was facing him that I mentioned earlier, that was in LC.
Yeah. So yeah, he can definitely play other tours. Mono is definitely his strongest. So if you get Big Kev, I think you're gonna go well. I mean, we've seen players who are leaders, like who are big names on small guns.
Typically users who are leaders of their tier are usually very, very good in it.
Tony Flygon. All right.
That's not even like first example you should use. There's plenty of other people.
I know. Also, we forgot to mention that Ace Hunter is the doubles LC leader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doubles LC.
Yeah. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. So yeah,
especially to BLT, that is so very relevant.
Grant, doubles LC for BLT 10. Let's go. Next up, Perk 30, aka Kyotoshi, aka Kyo.
I prefer Kyotoshi.
So Kyotoshi, we've seen them before. I think it was BLT 7. But
yes, we've seen them before, and I don't quite. And I think we saw them in the S tier. Is that right?
I think we definitely see them in the S tier, and I think I wanna say he's an S tier again. Like I think.
Yeah, that's where I was sliding him in.
Like
as I said that.
Kyotoshi definitely is one of the most goated players in RU, in NU. He's definitely a lower tiers guy, and he's done real well. Before.
He can play just about anything well, I think.
Hell,
the only thing I haven't really seen him play is UU. And, well, no, actually, basically, I think I've seen him play RU, OU,
NU, PU.
Yeah, I think. Are you sure you're not confusing him with Jesem in there?
No. I've seen Kyo play PU and NU. So,
okay, because I don't know if I've really seen that, but like OU and RU, I think I've seen.
He's real good. So, guy's gonna go for a big money. Like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time S tier player right there.
Even 20k I think is a steal, and that's saying something. Alright, next up, Leru Azuzu Komagome.
I don't know how to judge Leru because the only times I've really seen the guy play was in TPP where he kept getting hacked.
Same 6 got hacked. But
to be fair, he did have some wins, some fair games. But like, I don't know if it's really.
So where do we put him? Where do we put Leru?
I don't know. I don't know if I can properly judge. What about you? Look, I highly doubt he's bad. I mean, he has 2 trophies.
Oh, no. Mr. 2 trophies isn't bad.
A minimum.
Really? Really? I'm thinking B.
2 trophies is worth something.
I'm thinking A or B.
I feel like we might be ranking him low. I'm scared.
Well, you know what? If he ends up surprising, if he ends up surprising in BLT, then we will in the future rank Leru higher. But for now, I'm thinking B.
You're really ranking him in the same tier as Fuzon, an Ace Hunter, and all these B people.
Yes, I think comparatively speaking, all these players play equally. I think their skill level is about the same.
And why don't they have 2 trophies? Tell me.
I don't know. But yeah, it surprised me, Leru. Surprised me. I'm a lot more critical when it comes to these players.
So. I'm scared we're gonna get canceled for ranking this guy too low.
Don't worry. We're immune to being canceled. Next up, El Cap.
El Cap would disagree with it.
Well, segueing properly, we have El Cap KD.
I was saying he considers you canceled. Wow, how appropriate. He's next. You say we're immune to getting canceled, and then the very next name you say is El Cap.
I respect myself
the
to be part of El Cap.
Who claims you were canceled.
Anyway, yeah, El Cap. What do we say? D or F?
Aw.
I don't know. Okay, compare El Cap to say Geov or Halaman. Is he better or worse?
That's hard to say. 'Cause he does occasionally. No, actually, every so often, he gets wins over pretty big players through, the same play style over and over and over again.
Same hyper-offensive bullcrap that is used over the years?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even deny that.
So... My knee-jerk reaction says I want to give him F just for the memes. And he'll be the only F player we'll have.
It'd be the El Cap tier, and yet that wouldn't even make sense because there's no F anywhere in El Cap. F does not stand for El Cap, but
you know what? Yes, we're putting him in F tier.
Well, he'll be after you.
What do you want to put him?
I don't really know between F and D because, again, he knows how to play what he does best, but
he only got his wins based on luck. He attributes all his wins to luck and just being the same, the old same.
Yeah, and he wouldn't even deny that.
Yeah. You know what? Sure, fine. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I reluctantly put him in D tier.
Whoa.
Reluctantly.
Is that character development for you?
Yeah, I guess. We could meme and put him in S rank.
El Cap KD.
We could meme and put him in S rank, but no, I'm not. I respect myself too much to put that him there.
Okay, so then that's when I just put El Cap in S rank off screen.
I knew you would do that too. Frick. Alright, next up.
No, you didn't. You didn't know I would do that because I lied.
Oh, okay. Good.
I lied.
Good.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Good. Your lie is good. Next up we have Los Conosciuto. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I don't know. I can't even see the full name on the tier list.
Well, he's number 16th on the stats. Got 58 points. Plays PU a lot, plays OU a lot, plays NU a lot. and Monotype and LC. Okay. So he's actually now. This is pretty interesting because Loscono, or I'm just gonna call him LSS. LSS.
No, I like Loscono.
Okay, Loscono. Loscono is actually my teammate in a Italian team tour that we're currently doing.
You're Italian?
No, I wish, but no, I'm part of the Italian.
You just wish that for the pasta.
Yeah. He's my teammate in there, and he does, and from what I can say, he definitely does have potential to be a good player. And in the BLT landscape, like, he doesn't quite as feel. How am I gonna put this? He doesn't feel quite as lost as some of these players do.
Lost?
I mean, lost in the shuffle. Like, amongst the sea of players, I think Loscono has definitely potential to stand out.
Even though you could pretty much take, I don't know, I can't see his full username. Is there a T in there?
Loscono
I was gonna say... Oh, then yes, there is a T in there. You could literally take some letters out of his name and spell lost, so that's kind of ironic.
So where do you want to put him?
Alright, we putting him in C, I guess.
Yeah, C is, I think, fair. Well, people are gonna correct me in chat either way for putting him for putting certain people like, I'll put so and so in S rank. Yeah. So
put L cap in S rank.
Sure. All right. So yeah, Loscono.
So like, are we putting Loscono in C or maybe B, or I think in that range is fair.
Yeah, I think B and C is a perfect. I think is perfect for a guy like Loscono.
Okay, but which?
I just said I put him in C tier.
Oh, okay. You didn't have to agree with me.
Okay. Well, that's just how I see him too. Next up, Lucas 2543. Good friend of mine.
Dang, Lucas, that's a lot of numbers.
Good friend of mine. He's from
Game Corner, I assume.
Yeah, Game Corner. He's all right. Like I said, like out of all the Game Corner staff, I think Lucas is definitely one of the better players there.
Don't know what the standard is for Game Corner.
I'm gonna get Game Corner flack from that, but yeah, Lucas is definitely a player that I see is head and shoulders above the rest. He played UU in PSPL and did quite well. And in terms of room tours and Monita tours, well, I don't really count Monita tours, but in terms of room tours, like, Lucas actually did pretty well. Like, he's done doubles OU, monotype, OU, PU, and even in the non-qualifying BLT cycles, Lucas can actually pull some punches. So...
Okay, so B or A? Is that what you're going for?
I'm thinking B. I'm thinking B for Lucas. Yes, we're putting him in the same level as Leru and Crucify and Balor and all those. But, yeah. If you're looking for a good, like, UU option, Lucas is not a bad pick at all. Like, I could see him going for a... Like, I can see him going for a price that is respectable. But, yeah.
You know, you said we're putting him in the same tier as Leru.
Yes! For different reasons.
I think a lot of people would be appalled.
For different reasons, okay? I'll take all the criticism I can get. All right. Next.
Yeah, me personally, I might have just put Leru in S purely for the trophies.
Don't
like, I don't know better, but like,
criticism.
Trophies speak volumes.
Louis Sin, who I don't really know. Even his Magon is kind of empty.
I think that's a doubles player.
Really? Oh, actually, you're right. Is he good though?
Decent.
Yeah. I can't.
I'm pretty sure he plays a little more than just doubles. What is the other thing he plays?
Check the stats. You can check stats. Wait, where is he in stats?
We see Micoy.
Oh, there he is.
The page reloaded for me, and I forgot the command.
Oops.
Help.
Wait.
Oh wait. I think this dude might be a mono and doubles player.
Yeah, actually, yeah. From what I've seen, yeah, but it's still not enough. But I haven't seen really enough of him to properly judge him based on what tiers he plays. And if he gets put in monotype or doubles, he's gonna be lost in the shuffle, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't see him going terribly far.
Well, I put him in the don't know because I really don't know.
C tier for me. I know a little.
Okay. Fair enough. Next up, Mac Knife. The first.
Hey, everyone's favorite knife.
Everyone's favorite meme player as well. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite meme knife.
Me, Mac. First BLT was with the Celesteelas last year. Didn't really go well. So it'd be interesting to see Mac playing again. He's definitely done quite a lot. NU, LC, Ubers, RU, and doubles. Doubles only getting 3 points despite being golden in doubles. I don't know.
Look, I agree he's quite good in doubles, but I don't think he quite matches up to some of the other double mains.
You think it's
doubles mains?
You think Mac is gonna get lost in the shuffle in terms of doubles?
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, I feel like he would kind of be in the Luisan situation, but just not as bad.
Well, that's not it.
Like, he does have a more established main.
Yeah, I'd say so. And he's not bad in singles tiers either, so...
Yeah, he's not.
I
just don't think anyone would put him as a starter in a singles tier unless they didn't have a better option.
Yeah. I think a C tier is perfectly fitting for Mac.
My gut said B, but okay, that works. C works.
Okay.
You know what? Yeah, C, because looking at the others in the tier, yeah, that works.
Yeah. Certainly better players, but yeah, Mac's not bad. Next up, we have Maki's Fox. Maki. Alright, Maki.
Okay, so we slide them in the A tier, I think? Or the B? What are we doing?
Well, actually, let me look at let's look at the stats, shall we? Number 51. Monotype, 15 points. NU, 8 points. UU, 5 points. And OU, 4 points. So, Maki definitely has more of an up and down situation in terms of the tours. Like, he can do pretty well in BLT. Well, when was the last time he competed in BLT? Was he the one who got the 0-5 record in monotype in 1 year?
I don't recall that.
He also did well.
The only 0-5 thing I can think of is temp and TPP.
Hey, we're not bringing TPP. Well, actually, no, we have to bring TPP because, team tour, the team tour connection.
Yes.
Maki has had definitely an up and down year. He also competed in TLT and did pretty poorly. He got 2 and 3 in that in the time we did Swiss.
Lost to LCAP.
Lost to LCAP, and I can't forgive LCAP for that. But I will say I think Maki has gotten.
Can't forgive LCAP for that.
Yeah. But I think Maki's definitely improved a lot, enough for me to call him an A.
Wow.
I think Maki's definitely...
Given how poorly you were talking about him just now,
I think he's improved. I think Maki has improved. personally. But in
Or more like he just got back into shape.
yeah, he's definitely, and yeah. After quite a bit of deliberation, I think Maki, I can call him an A. All right.
Well, then, all right.
Next up, we have Ben Badoro, aka Mal Moonsalt, aka APW.
Wait a minute, that starts with B.
Again, blame the
This
file
isn't
name.
very alphabetical.
Again, blame the thing, blame the file size. But Mal, coming back once again for another show. Again, it's another one of them.
So I guess we're going by that. So
Yeah.
I guess that is alphabetical.
I mean, and Mal is a better name than Ben Badoro. Just saying.
Yeah. What the hell is a Banbadoro?
Mudsdale.
That sounds freaking stupid. No offense.
No offense. No offense.
Now Moonsalt was just a bear name.
Yeah. So yeah, Mal. What do you want to put Mal in? Because he's definitely consistent. The word I would perfectly describe Mal is consistent. Like he can still kick ass in room tours.
So we slide him right into the Banbadoro tier.
You're thinking he's B tier?
I think so.
Okay.
What do you think?
You know what? That's fair. I think B tier is a perfect.
Like I like when I look at Fuzon, I think it's the second coming of Mal Moonsalt.
Oh, you know
Maybe
what?
a bit better.
You know what? I'd agree. After thinking about it, yeah. Fuzon is definitely the next Mal. Not in terms of room grinding, because that's Failbur, but in terms of being the best all-arounder, I think Fuzon definitely fixed that.
Now Moonsalt has two successors. One of them is Failbur, and the other is Fuzon.
Hey, not a lot of people can say that they have two successors. So.
I don't actually know if Mal came before both of them, but and if I'm wrong about that, I'm sorry.
Let us know in the comments. Don't forget.
Yes, they are his supposed successors.
Anyway, so yeah, Mal definitely.
Banbadoro, I don't.
Mal Moonsalt. Mal definitely.
Banbadoro's going in the Banbadoro tier.
Definitely,
band tier.
Definitely a versatile player. Definitely an all-arounder. We can. Hopefully, he does better than last year. Because last year he kind of was not very good.
Last year.
Last
Wait,
year
what did he do last year? I don't even remember. I think that says something.
He was with you. He was with the Puchienas, right?
Was he?
I think I remember.
He didn't actually play? Huh.
I
guess I don't remember much from the Puchianas, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. But, yeah.
The only thing I really remember from the Puchianas is that we had SWB.
I mean, you drew
and that
for him.
We also had TTT solo managing.
Poor lad. Anyway, next up we have Martin Adams. Another guy we really don't know much about. But...
yeah, he just kind of showed up and said, hey, I'm qualifying.
Yeah, and you know what? He's really good. I see a lot of potential in Martin Adams. He's gotten 110 points. Got 10th, unfortunately, because... tryhards, but he's done a lot of tiers. PU, UU, Ubers, Monotype, NU, LC, RU. Anything but OU and doubles.
So are you saying he's an all-arounder?
Yeah, I would say he's an all-arounder. Maybe not in OU or doubles, but he can play pretty much.
Oh man, guess he's
any
going to the bench.
Ooh, please don't, managers. You're wasting potential. You know. As a former manager, I should know.
I mean, personally, unless the all-arounder is like GXE or something near that level, I think a lot of all-arounders, I think that's a good thing to do, unless you don't have a strong main in something.
I mean, being an all-arounder is not. I personally think that being an all-arounder is the best quality to have as a BLT player, because you get to be slotting in different tiers, being very versatile in each of them, and whichever you're good or you're bad doesn't really matter because you can play a lot of different tiers.
I don't know if being slotted in different tiers is a good thing in BLT. I mean,
Trade did it.
variety is good to change it up if you get bored of one tier, but at the same time, okay, this
You'd have
week
to be
you're
very
building
good.
for OU. Okay, next week you're building for RU. Okay, next week you're building for
Yeah.
see what I mean?
I mean, unless you're like very good, like Trade, Team Charm, and GXE, all those kinds of people, then yeah.
Loof here.
Here. So yeah, well, we'll get him back on track. Martin Adams, I'm thinking B. What do you think? I have faith.
Fair.
Hmm.
Fair, I guess.
So
I
yeah,
should pay more attention to him.
yeah, definitely like be on the lookout because you never know. This guy may have potential. I certainly see potential, but we'll see. We'll see. Next up, we have Miminger, another TLT veteran. Who
Hey, welcome back, my guy.
Yeah, Miminger definitely like on a very standout player.
Wait a minute. Was he in BLT last year?
I don't think so. I think he started in TLT last year.
Yeah, that's the thing. You called him a... Did you call him a BLT veteran?
I called him a TLT veteran.
Okay, good.
All right,
Good.
so Miminger.
Well, that's not much of a veteran if he was only starting out in TLT, last TLT.
I guess so. But what we'll say about Miminger is that he's very good in his two mains, in Ubers and DOU. The rest are okay.
Doesn't he also play LC?
Oh yeah,
well?
he does play LC as well. So yeah, those are definitely his three strongest tiers.
Okay, so I'm putting the Miminger guy into the B tier.
Whoa, okay. That's pretty high, I think.
Really? That's literally where we ranked him last time.
Did we?
Pretty sure.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
I mean, do you remember how far he actually got into TLT?
I think he went round
his first
4,
time?
and I think he went round 4 or 5. Maybe top 32.
I'm pretty sure he made it
Maybe top 32.
pretty decently far.
Top 32 or 16, I don't remember, but he's very good.
Excuse me?
No, top 32, top 16, I don't know.
Micoy, there was only 32 players this year. What are you talking about?
Bleh. Okay,
This was not the Swiss year.
right, this is double limb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
Round 4 or 5?
made it into the top 8.
Round 4 or 5, I think. Yeah.
I don't quite remember. But it was there was a single digit number of players left when he was there.
Okay, so Miminger B tier. I concede that he definitely has that potential.
He was considered one of the newcomers who made a name for himself and proved he actually is good despite being a
definitely
newcomer.
Managers again try to look into these players a lot more. Next up, we have Michael Der Best 2.
Okay. Now, no offense, but who?
Whoa. Okay, so the last time we saw Michael is actually when Think did that same 6 tour, I believe, and he won the thing. So
I'm sorry to say I don't know what you're referring to.
it was a past tour that Think held for like $50, and it was like the same 6 tour. It was neat, and Mike.
You're telling me I could have played same 6 for money?
Yeah, yeah. I missed it by a couple. I missed it by a couple of minutes, unfortunately. So, yeah, Mike.
Minutes.
So we actually came across the winner of said thing. Michael, I think. Well, you don't know much about Michael, but I do, and
yeah, I know nothing about Michael.
He's definitely played a lot of
that
like
sounds
big.
weird because.
Shh. Okay, so Michael He's played in a lot of big Smogon tours. OST, PSPL comes to mind. OLT as well. He's definitely like one of the big shot players. Definitely came here for the money, of course. But in terms of room tours, he's very good. He's definitely
Really?
he's very good. I would be actually S or A. I'm thinking either S or A. Yeah, I think he's at that level. I think he's at that level of like top tier Smogon players.
What the frickin'?
Yeah. So
I've never even heard of this guy. This is just shocking.
that, yeah. So
You send me replays of what this guy does later.
I will.
You've got me genuinely intrigued now.
I will send you replays, but I will. But for the video, I will say I like this guy. I like this guy's performances, so I'm putting him in A. So.
Well, best A. Okay.
All right, definitely a player you definitely worth considering for. I think he's gonna go relatively big, like 12K.
Ooh.
All right.
That's if he. That's if
even
his
a steal.
name gets known. Yes.
Even that is considered a steal. Anyway,
Oh.
next up we have Mihawk.
Honestly appalled. I've never heard of him.
Next up we have Mihawk, or Rapid Spin Vettel, as his qualifying alt was.
It scares me how much his name looks like
Mihawk. Mihawk 349. Yeah, if you remember him, old Tours players would know.
Remember him?
Huh? What did you say? Wait. What? Do you remember Mihawk?
Mihawk. Of course I remember Mihawk.
Yeah, I remember Mihawk, and I remember your game against him in Stabmons. But
half the people watching this video might not even know who Mihawk is.
Yeah, older players will get who Mihawk 349 is. So
Nearly all the upper staff right now do not know who Mihawk is.
So-
Just saying.
So, Mihawk here has played, RU, NU, UU, Monotype as well. So, another case of another all-arounder who's done pretty well in qualifying. So, where would I want to put Mihawk in? I think B or C, I think is fair. I think B.
Alright, I don't know if I can really judge. I don't really know this guy.
I bet PokeArt has...
All I think about is Mihawk. But this is not Mihawk.
Well,
This is Mihawk.
Mihawk.
Or
I'm
Mihawk.
guessing PokeArt that you have a lot of players in your don't know tier.
A fair amount of them, anyways.
So, next up we have Miltank Milk, aka Large Tauros.
Yeah, this might be one of those players you mentioned.
Ooh. So, let's see. Let's see what he's good at. Top 2. Also, don't mind the thing on the right that's just normal qualling. Large Tauros gained 40 points, 25. Doubles player, because he earned 25 points in doubles. Does fairly relatively amounts here, like UU and RU, but doubles is certainly the mainstay. Actually, let me check how. Actually, let me check how good Milk. All right, so we checked, and Miltank Milk is actually SPL guy.
Oh,
So,
SPL guy.
Also a pretty known doubles player. So,
Oh,
I'm thinking
I thought that name ringed a bell, but like...
like a heel bell from a Miltank.
God, that... Please, no.
Alright, but anyway, where would you like to rank him? I'm fine with either B or C, personally.
I don't really... I really have not seen him play.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking either B or C, personally. What do you think?
How am I even supposed to give an answer? I've never seen him play.
I don't know.
Or, well, Maybe I have, but like under the large Tauros account, so like that didn't really stick with me.
Okay. You know what? I'm thinking I'll be fair. I'll be fair to these small gun players and put him at a B. I think that's fair.
Yeah, the smoke gun players will not come knocking at your door at 3 a.m. then.
Or ping me at 3 a.m. They will not come at my house. Don't worry. But yeah, Miltank Milk definitely someone worth considering if you want a doubles main. A reliable doubles main at that. Next up.
Alright.
Next up we have MoSC. Who, believe it or not, has competed in BLT before. I think.
Oh.
I remember his game against ESM.
Oh, now that you mention it.
Didn't he win? Or no?
Wait.
Did he win or no? I'm gonna have to.
I don't want to say he did. I don't
know. I don't remember that.
But you're making me a little concerned that you actually.
I'm curious. Win? I'm curious myself. I'm gonna go and recheck that one later. But yeah, MoSC. I remember getting him matched up against ESM in that other BLT. But for here, MoSC has played LC, RU, OU, PU, UU, Monotype, and others.
Kind of an all-arounder. One of those tours regulars that just knows how to play but never does anything spectacular.
And I think that coupled with some pretty lackluster performances in the past, in the past room tours, I mean, makes me want to put him at D tier.
Hate to say it, but I was also thinking the same.
Yeah, so no worry. Like MoSC definitely. I mean, if he plays better, then we will definitely consider him higher. But for now, I think his status is rightly D tier for the most part. Next up, Mushamu Deckham.
Oh, wait, you say Deckham?
Death Parade. Death Parade has definitely trained me. S tier. What can I say?
Yeah, S tier.
What can I say about Mushamu? I don't even have to look at the stats. Like actually no. Let's actually show the lovely audience what the stats were. But
show the lovely audience the stats of the mighty Deckham.
What really is there to say about Decem that hasn't already been said? I mean, the
fact that he's also the fact that his alt was called Stan Yuna.
Questionable alts, maybe because Stitchu influenced him. I believe Stitch would have influenced him but yeah, Decem.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was chosen of his own volition, though.
Furries. But
what now?
Anyway.
Excuse me?
Anyway.
Huh?
Off-color comment right there.
K-pop stands Micoy.
What?
Get it right.
Okay.
K-pop stand.
Okay.
Jeez, that's an entire different thing. What?
Anyway. Yeah. I wish he competed more in TLT because he would have teared through that. Road. But he's still a reliable player. He's still one of the best mono players. He's still
reliable guy.
He's still one of the most reliable all-arounders. So, yeah, all that benefits him greatly. And, yeah, S is the perfect ranking for him, I think.
S for reliable. That doesn't make sense.
Reliable. Next up,
reliable.
SpongeBob reference.
I know that. That's why I'm saying it. With you.
Ninja. Or as
I think you mean Sabado Perpetuo.
Yeah, Sabado Perpetuo.
Perpetuo.
Let's see here. Where is that alt? Where is the alt? So, Ninja. Definitely played a lot of PU this year. 20 points. Doubles got 5 points. UU and LC getting points there.
Basically, he's versatile.
He is a very versatile player, and he did really well last year in BLT.
And you.
But his TLT performance...
Yeah, I got creamed by him last year.
His TLT performance notwithstanding, getting knocked out by Lucas Joel, then Ron.
Yeah.
He's still a good player in our hearts. He's still like the old-timey veteran who works with and is still like a reliable BLT guy. A or S? Which one?
A.
A? Okay, that's fair. Yeah, what really is there to say, but Ninja is Ninja.
What can I say except it's Ninja?
Alright, next up, Oakleys. One of the
Yeah, who we thought for a while was an alt, but no, it's just Oakleys.
Yeah, he just created
Oakleys is Oakleys.
Oakleys is the Oakleys. 13th, definitely. When he was cycling, I noticed like he really tryhards a lot of tiers, and definitely evident by that based on the stats. Like his biggest tiers are doubles and monotype, and then Ubers comes next with PU, NU, RU, and UU and such. So yeah, Oakleys is definitely another versatile player. Is he as good as the players that we've already been hyping up in the S and A ranks? Who knows?
Well, we're supposed to know. That's the point of this.
I know. But, comparatively speaking, where do you want to put him? B tier? I think he belongs in the B tier players.
Maybe?
I think I'm gonna put him in B. I think he's alright. I think he could be pretty decent. Definitely, like, wildcards are hopeful. I'm hopeful that he's one of those wildcard players who does well. Take, for instance, OK132, but, yeah.
Man. OK132.
That takes me back. Alright. Next up, Anarchius. Or... I actually forgot his ultimate name. What is it?
Isn't he just on Arceus?
Oh yeah, he transferred. That's right. Yeah, Anarchius. People. I've talked to people about Anarchius, and they say that he's a great lower tiers guy. He plays a lot of PU, NU, UU, and RU, which is good.
Considering where I've seen him in finals of stuff, I would say that is true. He plays lower tiers.
He does play lower tiers, and he plays them real well. And I think this is the same situation. I think he's going into B tier.
Also, I'm pretty sure he's voicing Subroom. I think NU. I think he's a voice in the NU room.
I think, yeah. But, yeah, I think I'm going to put him in B tier. What about you?
Can't say for certain, but sounds fair, I guess.
I mean, from what I've seen him in room tours, like, he's pretty good.
He might be worth A. I don't know.
Ooh, okay. I could see him being an A. Like,
he's got a custom avatar, Micoy.
I know, and I'm scared. Anyway, I'm scared of these players who get custom avatars. Oh wait, there's Woobin and Stitchu. Anyway, next up.
It's not very nice.
I know. I'm just bantering. Next up, Plunder. Plunder in the sunken ship. What's his alt? Oh, no, we've already talked about his alt. It's
just Plunder.
Plunder.
It's Nardowick.
Nardowick. So he plays monotype. He plays NU. He plays Ubers, and that's about it. So, where do we want to rank another small gun, big shot player like Plunder?
I don't know. I don't really know how well he plays.
I've seen him play, and he's all right. He's pretty good. Is it self-evident to put him at? I'm pretty. So yeah, I'm pretty sure most of these small gun players would have ranked Plunder at a S rank.
Whoa.
But for us tours veterans who have seen a lot of these small gun players come and go, I'm
I don't feel I have the right to say that, considering we talk about these Smogan big names and I don't really know them.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna put him in the same tier as Crucify. I think both of them are at that level, at that same level. So that's just me.
Where's Crucify again?
B tier.
Oh, he's in the Leru tier.
Yeah.
He's in the Banbadoro tier.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, next up, Prince of all
I'm not gonna
Tacos.
lie, I get the feeling we're ranking Plunder low.
See,
I don't know why. I just
well,
get the feeling.
Well, we can always go back on it with in the BLT weeks. We'll of course we're gonna be doing the BLT podcast, of course. But
And now we're going to go over the games and the predicts. But before we do that, we would just like to quickly update our tier list.
next up, Prince of all Tacos. Big boy.
Ah yes, Pote.
Big boy Pote.
Why is he a big boy?
He's a room
Okay,
mod.
logic.
He's a room mod. Duh.
And you're a room owner. What's your logic?
All right. Moving on. I just want to downplay myself for a bit. Monotype, 12 points. NU, UU, RU. Definitely another case of the lower tiers. Another lower tiers a specialist, I would say.
Sort of, yes, but I mean, he likes mono.
He does like mono. So where do we want to put him? I'm thinking C, personally.
Oof, I don't like how that was what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, he's
He
good.
used to be better back in the day.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he's hella washed though, so I'm thinking he's C. He's still good, but if given the pressure and if given good teams, he definitely can pull some punches, but yeah. I don't think he's as good as he used to be. Maybe we'll see a comeback, but
So I guess C remains the crusty tier, but also
crusty.
Can do better. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe a C tier will go undefeated. Next up, PokeArt.
That was a nasty cough.
Sorry. Next up, you, PokeArt2004.
Oh no. I feel so pressured.
Where do I want to put you? I mean,
Oh no, he's deciding where to put me. He's gonna slide me somewhere. I can feel it. Sliding me somewhere right now.
I'm honestly thinking you're at the same level as like Pote and Excelsior. I think you've definitely got it. And again, let me reiterate: when put under pressure, PokeArt plays like an absolute champ. But
Okay, maybe an absolute champ is a little bit of a stretch, but like,
I mean, you've done way better when put under pressure, like way better. I mean, look at freaking TLT last year. You beat Arch 9. See, that just goes to show you how good you are, and that's why I'm still.
Yeah, but I also blew it against Gray and something I could have won.
I know. So you had some good moments, you've had some bad moments, and that perfectly sums
And I
up.
blew it against Udon Girl in a series I'm not proud of.
So, C tier it is. C tier it is for you. Next up,
Yeah, I'm very inconsistent.
C for inconsistent. Wait.
C is for... Never mind.
Next up, PS Ash. Okay. Okay. I don't think you've seen him a lot, but I've definitely seen him a lot.
You don't think I've seen this guy a lot?
What? Have you?
He's literally everywhere. I log into tournaments and I see his name.
It's everywhere, man. And he's also like Monita Tours leaderboard cycle for hundreds of years.
Exactly.
So, PS Ash, well, first time competing in BLT.
He was one of the voted best players.
I know. I know, right? So, PS Ash.
For unknown reasons.
Where do we want to put this this newcomer? Well, actually, no. Let's take a look at the stats. I haven't really checked yours yet. There you are. And there you are. If you're curious to know what PokeArt stats are, there you go. But
yeah, basically it shows I got only. It basically shows 2/3 of my points came from BLT tiers.
BLT tiers.
And 1/3 came from non-BLT tiers. Freaking 1v1s and Ranbats.
Yay! Alright, PS Ash. There you are. Wow, his biggest thing is NU. But he does play a lot of more tiers like that, like doubles, Ubers, LC. He's played everything basically.
Yes, he's one of those tour regs who knows how to play the game, but usually just uses all the samples.
Oh well.
And just gets points eventually.
So, from that logic, D tier.
I mean, I'm not really describing him. That's more of a stereotype.
Well, the stereotype perfectly fits him, so I'm putting him in D tier.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, next up we have...
This is not a cut above the rest at all.
Alright.
Oh well.
Next up is Quinn XD. Another player we don't really know about.
Yes, I guess I don't need to say who this time.
Yeah. Who? I'll do it. Who? Same points as Luisin. Just like to point that out. Monotype, 19 points. Okay. But the other tiers, of course, 4, 4, 3, 3. Okay. So, Quinn XD, I haven't really seen him play all that much, so I can't really make a fair judgment. He's in the same boat as Luisin, basically. So, putting him...
Yeah, except he has XD in his name.
Which puts him slightly above? Nah, maybe.
What?
But...
No.
I'm kidding.
No, that's a total turnoff, having XD in your name.
I'm kidding. I know. Alright, so, yeah, Luisin and Quinn XD don't know tier. Next up...
Just when you say Quinn XD, it doesn't sound that bad, but
Quinn,
like,
haha!
XD in general is just...
Pokemon
don't
XD.
like it.
Pokemon XD? Mirror B? Nah. That's a totally different topic. Alright, next up. Raj.shoot.
Wait, where did we rank Quinn?
I put him in the don't know tier.
Oh, wait, are they like the only one in there then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you never know.
Sorry, Quinn.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah.
I'm not saying the XD.
Next up, we have Raj.shoot. Oh boy.
Everyone's favorite Ruma. Oh wait, no.
Poor Raj.
Everyone's favorite former room owner.
Yeah, don't worry. Raj is still like one of the most well-known tournaments players of all time. Wow,
that
actually
feels like an overstatement, but I don't know how.
So Raj has done pretty well, and you and LC definitely are the big things that he won to get to this point. Of course we have to talk. Well, he's done a lot in Plaza. He's won a TPI. But yeah, Raj is definitely a player we've spotlighted for a very long time. He did get that big win. He did get that big win over Serene Grace in that one BLT. I'm very happy about. Where do we want to put them now, though?
I don't know. How is Raj these days?
Raj has been all right. Like he's definitely back to his old ways. So I'm thinking
his old ways.
His old ways of he's left for a bit and then he comes back and he's still the same Raj. He still plays the. So yeah, we're putting Raj in B tier, honestly.
Okay.
I'm thinking he's still. I'm thinking he's still the same Raj.
Okay, my gut is saying C, but I don't know why, so I won't argue against it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
B is fair.
Next up is Skimmy God or Skimmy the God.
Where did his the go?
His the is somewhere.
Man.
So Skimmy, of course, Uber's player. Best new.
One of the few.
Yeah, he's the best newcomer from TLT. Definitely did really well. I think he's top 6. Like
Yeah, he did make it around there. He did good.
he did real well.
Yeah, he and Miminger were making names for themselves.
Skimmy more so because he went further. So yeah, Skimmy. What do I feel? What do I feel about him in his first team tour? I think I'm gonna put him in B or
You're
C.
about to say.
B or C? Which one? I'm leaning more towards.
Well, in
C.
cases like this, you have to think: is he better than Miminger, or no?
No, I think they're both at the same level. Actually, no, I think they're both at the same level, so I can't really put him in C. I think it's B.
All right.
All right. Next up, SMB. S.
Yeah. Do we? We don't need to say the tier.
We don't need to say the tier. I don't even. Fine.
The tier is in his name.
SM. You know, Sun and Moon. That's a tier.
No, Super Mario Bros.
And Mario and Luigi are brothers, which that means doubles. All right.
Who's our Mario and Luigi here? We got Martin Adams and we got Luisin.
That's the closest name-wise. But, yeah. SMB, I don't think we need to retread. SMB is just one of the most...
SMB is SMB.
Yeah, one of the most goated players in BLT history. Definitely.
I mean, guy's a bit of a doubles god.
God. Not just player, God. And,
Yet he's also very good in singles as well.
Remember, he went for 20K that one time, and then we all thought that it was a steal. So, you know, he transcends 20K. He's like 40K, personally.
The tier is named after SMB.
Yeah. So yeah, doubles S tier. So whoever gets SMB in for their team, congratulations. You have pretty much earned yourself a perfect record.
I don't know about that because the doubles pool is pretty good, but like,
man, I'm excited for the
you
doubles.
got yourself a good asset there.
Not just good,
Use it
great,
wisely.
Outstanding, even.
Use it wisely.
All right. Next up is another Tours veteran that has recently come back and has done pretty well for himself. Spiffy Arcoe.
Excuse me?
Spitfire Arcanine. That's just my nickname.
Never say that thing. What you said before again.
Hey, that's just my favorite nickname. I would like. That's just my favorite nickname I'd like to use Spitfire for. Because
look,
that
I get
also
the
is
Spiffy part, but what was the second thing you said?
Arcoe?
That is what you should never say again.
Okay, so where are we putting Spiffy? Like,
Maybe B.
Oh, okay. I was thinking B, actually. Like, he's good. He's definitely good. He's definitely back to where he was.
I feel like back when he was more active, I feel like I would have put him in A.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, I feel like it's more B.
Same here. Same logic here. Spitfire is definitely like a good team player.
Yes, a good team player, as you say.
Next up is Splorsh, not Splash. Splorsh.
What?
His Smogon profile says not Splash, and yes, I checked. This is not Splash. This is another different player with the name of Splash. This is not Splash.
I don't know. I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
No, check his Smogon.
No, I clearly see the Smogon, but
I'm just gonna call him Splorsh.
man, that just sounds wrong.
So
Almost sounds inappropriate. I don't know how.
So Spl4-ish. UU, monotype doubles, OU, NU. Like, yeah, pretty good candidate, I'd say. From what I've seen him do in the cycle, I think he's done pretty well.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna put him in C. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, I guess it really isn't Splash then, because there's no way you'd put him in C.
No, because if I would have put the original Splasher, that's definitely going in S. But no. But since this is not Splash, this is Splorsh. Splorsh is gonna get a C rank from me.
Okay, I guess I can't expect Splash's evil twin to be
Splorsh.
as good as him.
It's the second. It's the anime part in which, you know, it's not really him.
It's an imposter.
Oh no. Amogus. Anyway.
You were asking for that joke, Micoy. You were asking for that.
Next up, Starreal.
The real star.
S tier. I would say S tier.
Okay.
I would say
That was
S.
quick.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, makes sense.
well, what is there really to say? I mean, Starreal is Starreal. One of the, well, according to Smogon, he's one of the newest players who's done really well. But us Tours veterans think
He's been around for a few years now.
yeah.
I don't think that's.
well, in
I
Smogon
don't think
terms, he's
quite
new.
super new.
But in terms of the tour scene, like, he is one of the most goated players. One of the players that people actually revere in tours. Shame he went out against Based What in TPC, but yeah.
Who people revere. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I revere him. So Starreal Starreal
he's
is up.
been around since when I was starting out, and back then, like, he definitely wasn't as good. Like, it's
Hey.
a little crazy to think of how
think-
much he's revered now.
I mean, we've done a cycle together. Me and Starreal did a Plaza cycle together, and we've tied before. So that just speaks out of volume how much I respect this dude.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So next up, Stitch. Mister
And now the respect just goes away.
Stitch. Or as many people like to call him, Mr. Lycor.
Stitchu, chill guy, but like, wait, no, literally, he's Lycor.
Yeah. Okay. So Stitch, another case of the all-around player.
Yeah, if you want to call it that.
Definitely, like, I could see him doing fine. I mean, he was part of the winning team in last year's BLT, but
That doesn't say much. I don't think he contributed to that.
yeah, did he really
Did
do
he?
much? Did he really do much? No, not really.
Exactly.
Where do we want to put him? C or D?
Wow, I was thinking.
All right, now you can talk. Okay, so You were saying Stitch has gotten better?
I'm a little torn because I feel like Stitch has gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't exactly gauge how much. I can't exactly gauge how good of a player he is in comparison to who we have under the C tier players right now, you know?
He's competed in a lot of Smogon tours. A lot. And
that probably counts for something, yes.
But I don't.
But I mean, the same can be said for Gi of 97.
Same. Do you think that it's fair?
This is tough.
I'm torn. I think my gut says D.
My gut also says D, but my heart says C. That's why I'm torn.
So let's just go with our head here, and I think we're leaning towards D. Like, no disrespect to Stitch here. No disrespect to any of these players, but Stitch is not at that level where I would want to call him a C rank player.
Yeah, maybe not. No disrespect, Stitch.
Yeah. Keep Lycoring.
Not really saying you're bad, just,
keep Lycoring.
I don't know.
Do your Lycor stuff. Alright. Next up is Taz.
Go Lycor, but don't stop playing. You can just go do both.
Yeah. That's the best advice.
Go show us that you are worthy of C.
Yeah. All of these players.
And
we'll
also just continue to see you Lycoring.
See you Lycoring? No, okay.
No, that was intentional.
Next up, we have Taz, widely regarded as the best LC player of this pool. And I can definitely see why.
Until Serene Grace shows up eventually.
Oh boy,
yes.
can you believe a Serene Grace versus Taz match? Woo boy!
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Freeze-Eye.
Freeze-Eye. Oh, what a dumb name that was. But yeah, Taz I think is gonna go in A.
Really?
Yeah, he's the best LC player in this pool. Like, as of right now.
I mean, like, by how much you're hyping him up, I have expected you to say S.
No, because I think, while I do think Taz is, of course, the best LC player, in other tiers, I don't think he matches up quite well. I mean, he's great at...
Yeah, makes sense. I didn't see anything too noteworthy in other tiers.
But in LC...
I did notice him playing a lot of LC.
Yeah, but in LC, he's like...
Although I know that he was beaten by El Cap once in LC.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this. 31 points. And all 31 points of it came from LC.
Wow.
Yep. So, expect
that's a dedication to the main.
Yeah. So, Taz versus Serene Grace. When?
It's more like that's really all he can do.
Unless they already played in Smogon. But still, Taz versus Serene Grace in BLT when?
As soon as... No, it's Freeze-Eye now. But as soon as Serene Grace decides he'll call...
That deserves worst name. That deserves worst name change in the Smog Awards. Alright.
Did he not win that?
I don't think he did, no.
Aww.
Next up is your friend, and a guy we've definitely hyped up, Team Charm.
Yes. The guy.
The man.
The lad.
The man. The
man. The legend. The crazy team maker.
What's his alt again? Or is it just Team Charm? I think it's just Team Charm.
You're really asking that.
Oh, there it is. No, I see it. So, yeah, Team Charm plays NU, LC, RU, PU, UU. Not really much to say. Just go watch Team Charm versus Sensei Axu. So, you will.
Okay, guess we're putting Team Charm into the A tier.
Yeah, definitely A tier. A tier.
Sorry, Charm, if you're offended by not being an S.
No, the only thing that's holding him back is that Sensei Axu match.
Yeah, no offense, Charm, but like
that is permanently ingrained.
That's going to permanently damage your record. No wait.
It's the best
remember
Tours
who
match.
was worse in that game.
I don't even want to know. Both were bad. All right. Next up, the Gaming Attack, or TGA.
That's what that stands for?
Yeah. Yeah, from what I've seen.
I never knew.
Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah, TGA. I think this guy competed in TPC. Didn't really do well.
That's where he came from. I was wondering where this guy came from all of a sudden.
But kudos to him for getting 108 points and placing 11th in the last cycle. Definitely a doubles player because, doubles is his... I think he's hyping himself up as a pretty good doubles player. But he's played a lot of different tiers. I think he's played them all, honestly. Oh, wait, NU isn't on here. PU isn't on here. Alright. But yeah, the Gaming Attack, pretty decent. Not
Okay, I assume we're putting him in either B or C then.
I'm thinking C, personally.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See you later.
Next up, the Franklin. OS9.
Oh, him.
Our boy, who went ham in last year's BLT. One of the best records in RU. I think 7-1. I want to say.
And yet, it came from
the worst team.
Celestilas.
Yeah. So yeah, Ars9. I think he's done he's 7th. He is actually 7th, and he scored a lot of NU. Not necessarily RU. He's only had 15 points, but still.
Doesn't change the fact he's literally the RU GOAT.
Mm-hmm. Him and Kyotoshi. So, S tier?
Is that even a question?
S tier, yeah.
It's freaking Ars9.
Ars9, one of the best players.
I should know.
Yeah, you had that rivalry with Ars9, so you had a rivalry with Ars9. You should know this.
No, it's more like PTSD.
All right, so Ars9's going to S. Next,
if he's in the tour, I'm just gonna hope I don't have to face him. Okay.
Scared, man. Scared. Ars9 versus PokeArt2004. Win. All right.
No. No more.
Next up.
I beat him the third time. I got over with. No more.
Alright, next up we have TI-84 Silver Edition. The best kind of calculator.
Yes, I agree. I have that calculator.
I
don't know about Silver Edition, but I have that TI-84.
I love the TI-84. So yeah,
this guy... games on that.
So, this guy, we would like to comment on. I think this is his first, proper BLT. I'm not really sure. But, man,
proper?
I don't think he's competed in BLT before. I think this is his first.
Okay, the choice of proper was an interesting, thing.
But, this guy is really good. Severely underrated.
I hear he's supposedly an Ubers player?
I think so. But man, is this guy really good. I want to give him an A.
Wow.
This guy is supremely underrated. I
you were going to say that.
Supremely underrated player. I think people are going to get
Wow, you're really hyping him up.
I think people are going to get their money's worth. I think their Uber stacks are going to go fairly high when they pick. So yeah, severely underrated player. Very much worth considering if you want an Uber's main. So yeah, TI-84, best calculator, best kinda, and that's exactly what I need. Next up.
I thought you were out of college though. Why do you
know.
need the Why do you need a calculator?
I mean, budget reasons. Anyway.
Oh.
Next.
Never mind.
Next up, Thiago Nunez or T Nunez. This guy's a doubles main, if I recall.
Yeah, I think so.
From what I've seen, like, yeah, he definitely plays a lot of doubles, and he's done surprisingly well. Or wait a minute, what? Then why hasn't he qualied in Why hasn't he earned points in doubles? He's only earned points in UU, Ubers, RU, PU, NU, and LC. What the frick?
Well, I guess you didn't get the doubles at main information from that then.
I guess so. I guess I got it from Smogon. But, you know, this guy's pretty good, I'd say. I think this guy has definitely some potential there. I think this deserves a B, personally.
I agree.
Alright, next up, TTX.
Hey, my former manager from last year.
My man, TTTX.
My solo manager, by the way.
Yeah, not only is he your solo manager, but him and I go way back. He is the best doubles player. I will stand by that him and SMB really took care of that BLT. BLT 6. They're the top two doubles players.
That brings back memories, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And TTTX is still rolling with it, and suffice it to say, he's still a fantastic doubles player. So I honestly want to put him in S, but
I would put him in A.
I think A is fair. Yeah, I think he's still a fantastic doubles player, and I don't think I think he's still gonna be that guy.
He does decently in singles too.
Decently. Yeah, a bit decent. I've seen him play singles. And he's done well. But again, I'm just excited for a TTTX versus SMB best of 3. Ooh. I just wish. I wish I have a TTTX SMB best of 3 in this BLT. I just wish.
Too bad best of 3s are not really a thing.
Well.
Unless it's a tiebreaker, and even then, those are different players doing each thing.
I agree. Next up we have Udon Girl.
You done, girl.
You dong IRL. Oh my god.
No, don't use the Mac version. That's the cursed version.
Stupid. That is stupid. Anyway, Udon Girl, Japanese RO as we've learned, so that explains the global voice. And you know, we've already talked about his her play style. How gimmicky it is. We have made an award specifically for Udon Girl.
It's the Udon Girl Award.
Alright, so where do we want to put Udon Girl? Part of the winning team from last year as well.
Hard to really say at this point. Like, I'll be honest, I didn't think too highly of Udon Girl at first, but like...
Definitely opinions did
Looking
change.
at the many room tours I've seen her do, sometimes with the gimmicky or not teams, like, she makes them work.
Yeah, and
quite well.
And being part of as well of the guaranteed pool, like she made herself guaranteed by playing. Playing a lot of tours. So
where do you want to put her?
I'm
thinking a maximum of B.
Yeah, a max B, B, C, or B or C. No, B or C. Let's be nice now. B or C.
I want to say...
I'm leaning more towards C, personally. Like a high C.
I am also leaning more towards a high C.
Like Udon Girl definitely the player we meme the most, but definitely kudos to her. Like she pulls out the punches quite a lot.
Yeah, she does. I actually can see her doing well, potentially, in this BLT.
Yeah, same here. Alright, next up, Velvet. Velvet
Oh
Blood.
my god. Could it be an Uber's player?
Yeah, finally, right? The first player we actually know who we can confidently say is an Uber's player.
Wait, what? No?
No, actually no.
FC?
And
Did you forget about
Memeater.
FC?
FC. Well, okay. So where do we want to put Velvet?
Maybe Skimmy?
Okay, where do we want to put?
Jeez. I'm just saying, Uber's mains.
They're still there. Yeah, they're still everywhere. They're still there. But Velvet is Velvet.
Not everywhere. They're scarce.
Scarce, like the YouTube channel.
What?
Never mind.
I don't think I got that reference.
Anyway, Velvet, actually, for being such an Uber's main, Velvet had higher points in Monotype.
For being such an Uber's main, that sounds almost derogatory.
I mean, that's just the way we see it. Alright, whatever. Enough Uber slander.
No, that's not the way we see. We're gonna get in trouble, Micoy.
Uber slandering aside, so Velvet has played quite decently this BLT. Oh no, she's done quite well in the room tours. Like, she definitely can make quarters in the room tours. In terms of the BLT,
which is worth nothing in terms of points, but yes.
But in terms of like the general like Uber's landscape, she's not as good as FC.
Because FC is kind of an Uber's god.
But I will say that credit to Velvet, like she knows the Uber's meta well, and her being an AG main as well definitely benefits. I'm thinking B.
Yeah. Basically, if you play AG, you're probably just gonna play Ubers.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking B for Velvet. What do you think?
I guess that's fair.
Next up,
like she can pull out the punches if it's Ubers.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Next up, we have Weeping Devil.
I would assume you know plenty about Weep.
This man.
He's a GC man.
Yeah, this man. I mean, he's been around for a while. He has competed in a BLT before. Don't forget. And he's also, if you remember his old account, whimpering, then yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot he once went by that.
Looking at his stats like monotype, doubles, UU. Okay.
Yeah, he just kind of does an assortment.
Yeah. So I think this is a perfect candidate for C.
Yes, I was thinking the same.
Yeah. Same level as like Failbur and Excelsior. Like Weep's good. Weep's very good. But, definitely these players are much harder to beat. Alright, next up, Reconsideration, aka Zern. Old guy. Apparently he's an old veteran.
Right.
So, let's see his stats.
I don't know anything about him, though.
So, he's played Ubers, he's played doubles, he's played Ubers, UU, and NU. So most of it was BLT tiers, the way he qualled. From playing him and having to see him in room tours a lot, I could see him going at a price. Like, I think he's gonna go for like at least a 7K. But nothing too crazy beyond that. So I'm thinking probably a B tier. Yeah, sure. A B tier would be.
Alright, I don't really know why. I don't know how he plays.
Okay. Last but not least, we have Yash PX. Yash.
Yes, Yash picks.
This guy has just appeared in Plaza, and he's all right. He's quite decent. And now finally getting to step into the room tours. Again, he's pretty decent. Like, he's definitely another case of the versatility shining through once again.
I get the feeling I know what tier this is going in.
But is he better? We'll see. But for now, I'm thinking at the same level. I think it's the same level as like Moesi and PS Ash. So I'm thinking the D tier. I'm thinking the D tier. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess I was right.
Alright, so that is the end of the tier list.
Thank God, finally, we've been going for like, wait, how long have we been going for? I think it's been nearly 3 hours.
I think 3 hours. I'm definitely have my money's worth in terms of recording and cutting.
It's nearly 2 a.m. here. Now, that's not too bad to stay up to, but to talk this long about people who you barely know outside of Pokemon battles is freaking tiring.
I mean,
mentally.
It's called dedication, and I'm glad we got through it. It was all worth it in the end. That is the end of the tier list. If you want to play along, I'll leave a link to the tier list in the description below. And thank you for bearing with us for over 3 hours.
Yeah, this was hell.
It's worth it, but it's hell. Thank you all for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe.
Not really worth it.
Keep that click that notification bell if you want to get early access to my videos once they come out. And we'll see you for Cycle 2 Qualifiers tier list. Please.
Oh boy.
So, thank you for watching.
Please still be shorter.
This has been Micoy, signing out.
This video is sponsored by